The quiet charm of a wallflower, unveiling idiomatic English. Hello, everyone. Today we're diving into the picturesque world of English idioms, and our guest of honor is the phrase, wallflower. Have you ever been to a social event and noticed someone standing alone, not interacting much with others? Or perhaps you felt that way yourself at times? That's where this fascinating idiom comes into play. So, let's explore what it means to be a wallflower, where this term comes from, and how you can use it in everyday conversation. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced English learner, this video is tailored for you. In simple terms, a wallflower is a person who is shy or unpopular at social events, often staying on the sidelines, and tends not to participate in dancing or conversations. Imagine a flower that grows against a wall, often unnoticed. It's pretty, but it's not in the center of the garden where most of the other flowers are. Similarly, a wallflower might be someone who goes unnoticed at a party or gathering, sticking to the periphery. Now, being a wallflower isn't necessarily a negative thing. Some people choose to observe rather than be at the center of attention, and that's perfectly okay. Have you ever wondered where idioms come from? The term, wallflower, has a historical context. It's believed to date back to the 1800s. Back then, during dances, women who were not chosen to dance were left sitting along the wall of the dance hall. Over time, these women were referred to as wallflowers. It's an idiom that has stood the test of time, remaining relevant even in modern language. Today, it's used more broadly, not just for dances, but for any social setting. Let's put our idiom into action. Here are a few examples. 1. I felt like such a wallflower at the party last night. I barely knew anyone there. 2. Don't be a wallflower. Come and join the dance. 3. She's a self-professed wallflower who prefers reading books to going out to big parties. Notice how the phrase can be used to describe oneself or someone else, and it can be both a noun and an adjective. And that wraps up our little chat on the idiom, wallflower. Remember, language is not just about words and grammar. It's about the stories and histories that come with it. Embracing idiomatic expressions like this one can add color and depth to your English. I hope you found this video helpful and that it's given you the confidence to use wallflower in your own conversations. Until next time, keep enjoying the learning journey, and don't be a wallflower in your English adventures. Goodbye for now.